perspective definitely is that one date probably I think also gives you time to think what you want to do. It's kind of a target. Okay, now that date is coming. Let me think what I want to do in this new year, and probably take your week or something to actually think about what actually you want to achieve in the next year and do those resolutions. And I'm sure like a lot of people watching would have already taken up their resolutions, and I would in fact pray for them that they are able to continue. Uh, I don't know. I did not take any resolution this year, although, but I think what now that we are on this podcast, I would say I would just want to continue this journey that I started in 2024 and be with it during this year. Yeah, I think just taking this forward, I think these resolutions also give us an opportunity to challenge ourselves because mostly the resolutions are those which we have not been able to achieve or which we have been like thinking about for a long time, but not able to achieve those. And that's how these resolves come in our mind. Okay, this year I'm going to do it. And that's where we challenge ourselves. And that's it. I would just want to understand from you, how can people actually challenge themselves to achieve new things in their lives, and even personally or professionally? How should we motivate ourselves to things that from inside we believe we may not be able to achieve that easily, and then how do we challenge ourselves to achieve them?
That's a very good point which you have brought in. In fact, when we are talking of resolution, we are definitely talking about change in the status quo. And when we are talking of changing in the status quo, that means what? We are trying to challenge ourselves. Can I make this change? Can I really achieve this? Can I really bring in this new aspects into my life? That is what is a resolution meant for. So now, very good point that when you would like to challenge yourself, what are you really looking at? Number one is that first, if I look at it very interestingly, the first resolution itself, can I challenge myself? I must challenge myself. That's the first resolution. Every resolution starts with that resolution itself, inbuilt into that I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to set a new goal for myself. I'm going to set a new target point for myself. I'm going to set a new way of life for myself. All these are definitely challenging yourself. So this is the first thing. But the most important part is that how are you conditioning yourself to challenge? So you have decided something. Are you seeing the things new? The first point which I always would like to see, and I do see that most of the people who have been successful, you look people around yourself, anybody who has been successful in making those changes in their lives, that how do I see that? How do I really visualize that? How do I really accept that there is a need for a change? So that's the beginning point. That's the starting point. So that is where I see always that I normally keep on saying there is a small principle of 3D. 3D is there. So first is you diagnose, and then you develop, and the third D is deliver. So in this case, you first find out that there is a need for a change which you would like to do, which you would like to bring in your life, and then you work on the development part of it, and then you obviously execute or you try to deliver that. So this is how. The second important part of challenging yourself is that one, you have to also, one thing you'll have to always remember that this has to be in the benefit of the entire ecosystem around you. That is extremely important for anything. Finally, whatever you do, however you do, whatever you would like to achieve, it should be in the interest of the ecosystem around you. Of course, that ecosystem includes you yourself as well, but that is the most important part of it. So, if I look at it when you talk about challenging yourself, you are actually challenging the environmental support system which is around you.
Yeah.
You are really challenging that. You are saying either that is available more for you tomorrow, or it's not available at all. And how do you really still, despite that, how do you really deliver? So if you are aware of that, I think probably this is very interesting how you can really go forward.